And before we crack into race number 4, there is a withdrawal to pass on. The 13, Glenealy Generals, is now Super Axiom. Keith Young, race 4, number 13 is the change. It's over the 1,000 metres. Class 4, Team Spirits on the class drop and gets a £5 claim for Victor Wong. Construction, 2 starts for 2 placing. Summit Cheers comes back to the distance that he's won twice over. Bulb Tycoon, 5 trials, Dashing Triumph. His win was on debut in a Griffin's race. He hasn't done much since. Denfield, he wears blinkers for the first time. Equilibrium Turbo wears blinkers again. Precision Goal, Pacifiers and the Tongue Tie go on. Yo-Yo Night has the hood off and the blinkers on. And Speedy Fortune has the blinkers coming off, Tom. And with Glenealy Generals being replaced by Super Axiom, that changes everything for the Speedmap.
Yeah, well, there is an actual leader in this race now, because it wasn't really showing a leader in this race before Super Axiom arrived into the field with saddlecloth number 13, but we know he can stop quickly at Super Axiom. Summit Cheers on a backup ball should get a good run with Bowman on board. No Construction shouldn't be far away, and neither should Flying High, who's been very consistent.
Yeah, he's drawn well, isn't he? Flying High in 8, he should get across. Circuit 7 hasn't really shown that speed down this straight 1,000 as he does at Happy Valley, and huge win. He ran well last time. He won't be too far away.
We move on from the speed map, Paul, to our first replay, which does feature a horse that you and Tom mentioned is racing consistently. That is Flying High. We'll do it with £133 on his back this week.
He's going to carry the weight, but look, he's going well at the moment. The second here behind Prince of Porty, who's racing on the card as well, was pretty good here. He likes it down the straight 1,000, so I've included him.
Hard to recommend the other two in this race, Yo-Yo Night and Dashing Triumph, but he had it pretty much everywhere except where it counted Flying High, and that was right on the line. So he has to go in just as a model of consistency.
As is this horse, Tom. Construction, 2 starts for a couple of seconds behind Chili Barber, and this one to Juno Flash.
And Juno Flash was sort of down the middle part of the track here this day with Ryan Moore, but he hasn't done a lot wrong with this horse. He was sort of midfield, pushed up from the 450 and responded well. Still a little bit green, Paul, but he's putting it all together.
Yeah, so third up now. He should be at peak fitness, and look, both runs have been full of merit, I thought, as well. Juno Flash was ready to win. There was no question, and he's still straight on really nicely, this horse. So I think he can win this.
All right, that's his Construction. And on some trial form here, Paul, from Equilibrium Turbo. There is the best part about this trial for him was the way he jumped. He showed plenty of early pace.
Yeah, look, he hasn't in the past, has he? Coming down the straight for the first time, blinkers will go back on him. He's drawn nicely in barrier 14. I just don't know about him with the 1,000. He's coming back from 1650.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows if he's Arthur or Martha, because he's been tried over 12 and 14 and 1650, and here he is at 1,000. Not a lot of pressure put on him over the final stages. The key is the jump, though. Blinkers are on. Outside rail will benefit him.
There are the trials, Paul, but you're an Construction man.
I am. I think Construction's ready to win. 2 seconds have both been full of merit. He'll be at peak fitness now. He's on top. A huge win. I thought he ran nicely at his last start. Another one, he's only had the 3 starts. A Shadow Roll will go on him. Flying High is consistent, and Summit Cheers loves it down the straight 1,000. 3,924.
Same 4 numbers, again, just in a different order, but agree with Paul around Construction. Number 3 for Zach Purton and Francis Lloyd. Flying High has to go in. Summit Cheers, I think, is interesting on a quick back up and back to a course and distance that is favourable for him. Hugh Bowman, huge win goes. And the only other one I'd possibly entertain is Denfield with the blinkers on here. He got hampered last time out. 3, 2, 4 and 9.
It's all Construction for the boys in race number 4.